This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. After more than 20 years hiatus, the Bahamas Games returns, culminating a 2-year conclave hosted by the Bahamas Games Secretariat and representatives from the Family Islands Sports Council, the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, and sporting federations. They all gathered at Super Club's Breezes on Friday and Saturday with the official launch of the event at Bahama Resort. The event, which will take place July 7th to the 15th, 2023, will take on the style of the Olympic Games, and according to Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture Mario Boleg, it will be dubbed the Bahamas Golden Jubilee Games.
There's a whole generation of Bahamians that has never experienced what the Bahama Games is like and how it unites us together as a nation. And I'm so happy that we can bring it back in this day and time to allow this generation what have missed it to see what it's like and have a great appreciation for it. You know, some people never experienced going to the Olympics, but now we are able to experience a Olympic format type of games within our own backyard by competing against ourselves from the various family islands. And so for me, I'm very excited that we again will have an opportunity for a new generation to experience the excitement it brings. And as you can see, the excitement in the room from the leaders of the various island conclave. And the excitement in the room tells you that they can't wait. That's the competitiveness of Bahamians, the resilience of Bahamians who want to get back out there and compete to show how great we is as a small nation.
The sporting associations met to map out and finalize plans for the games, and Deputy Chairman for the Bahamas Games Secretariat, Sharon the General Store, says that coming out of these meetings, he is excited for the return of the games as it will reunify sports in the country.
As usual, you're going to have a lot of exchanges, debates, and what have you. What we're going to do is take a synopsis of what transpired, and when we come back the first week in February, we will finalize everything for the games. Like we said earlier, just reunifying the country in sports.
Sports chairperson Leonard Brave Stewart of Bimini and the Berry Islands says those islands are ready and prepared to show up and show out.
We hope to do well. You know, Bimini, motto is the Islands, and we're looking forward to having a good time at the sixth Bahamas game. You know, the games was not held in the last 21 years due to circumstances for the various hurricanes throughout the islands of the Bahamas. So now we are back, and we hope that by having these games and all our island coming together as one, it will help solve some of your problem here in Nassau with all the murderings that we see that is taking place. So I think by having these games with the camaraderie, hopefully this would be a start that we would end one death in the Bahamas.
13 sports disciplines are expected to be contested at the games, including softball, basketball, athletics, that's track and field, tennis, bodybuilding and fitness, boxing, baseball, sailing, cycling, soccer, golf, swimming, and volleyball. A delegation from the Free National Movement, including Party Leader Michael Pintard, Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sants, and Senators Darren Henfield and Maxine Seymour, traveled to Abaco on Saturday in the aftermath of Hurricane Nicole. The delegation was guided by community leaders as they toured a number of communities on the island. This experience provided a first-hand look at the impact of Hurricane Nicole on the lives of residents, their homes, businesses, schools, public infrastructure, and government buildings. After consultation with residents and local officials, the opposition outlined concerns and cited recommendations for the government to review and address. Among the recommendations were necessary road works in North Abaco and urgent road works to public roads all throughout Abaco, dispatching of engineers to figure out solutions to flooding in Wood Key, the construction of seawalls in Wood Key and Foxtown, the removal or reconstruction of the old historic post office consistent with preservation and conservation laws on Green Turtle Key, the implementation of public bathrooms and other repairs of the public dock, the extension of the Special Economic Recovery Zone orders for the entire island of Abaco and its keys, as well as Grand Bahama and surrounding keys. The official opposition is also calling for the acceleration of home repairs approved by the Disaster Reconstruction Agency throughout the entire island of Abaco. The opposition members say they were well received by residents who told them that while Abaco is resilient, it needs government intervention. Following the execution of a search warrant on a home in Camp Road, 6 people were arrested after allegedly being found in possession of a handgun, ammunition, and a quantity of suspected marijuana. Officers attached to Operation Ceasefire took the group into custody shortly after 1 a.m. on Sunday after conducting a search of that home. Active police investigations continue there. Meanwhile, a routine traffic stop by police on Sunday also resulting in the arrest of 2 males for disorderly behavior. Police say shortly after 4 a.m., officers of the Grove Police Station were in the area of First Street, the Grove, and Coconut Grove Avenue when they reportedly stopped a brown Ford Fusion occupied by 2 men. As the men exited their vehicle, they reportedly began acting in a disorderly manner and were subsequently taken into custody. Police investigations continue there as well. And finally, while the public school scholars programs hosted senior high school students and parents to college night at C.V. Bethel High School on Monday evening, that's this evening, with many scholarship opportunities available, First Caribbean International Bank is also providing scholarship opportunities. CIBC First Caribbean has announced 4 one-off scholarships for females finance students in honor of retiring CEO Colette Delaney, the first woman to head the regional bank. Incoming CEO Mark St. Hill hailed his predecessor as a champion for women, girls, and diversity and inclusion at CIBC First Caribbean. He said the bank could not think of a more fitting tribute to honor Delaney than to offer these scholarships to 4 deserving young women from across the region. The Colette Delaney Scholarship for Women in Business Studies will allow 4 young women to realize their dreams in pursuing studies in the field of business or banking and finance at the University of the West Indies campus of their choice. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jareno Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.